Luann and Dorinda are calling out Bethenny for being fake AF. Alexis Bellino is saying that she is not fake AF and she owes Shannon Beador no loyalty and no girl code. And we have some Lindsay Hubbard baby daddy drama that I guess we'll get into. Probably might get in trouble for it, but you know what? Let's dive in. You're listening to No Filter with Zack Pack, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. Hi guys, happy what's today? Is today Wednesday? Today's Wednesday, right? Today is Wednesday, July 10th. Yay, happy July 10th. Hi, how is everybody? I am very under the weather, but you know what? We're here. We got the tea. We got the drama. We're going to get into it. Also, thank you guys so much for all your really sweet messages and prayers for my grandfather. I saw him at the hospital yesterday. He seems to be doing better. He's getting it's getting better, which is good. You know, when we first saw him in the ER, it was not looking good, and then they moved him to the ICU, and right now he's stable. So yeah, just keep sending your good wishes, keep sending your prayers. Very grateful for you, love you, appreciate you. You know, this community around me has always shows up and shows out, and I'm just always so grateful for you guys. And yeah, but I am wildly sick. I felt it coming on the last like 48 hours. And I like was trying to conceal it as much as possible. And be like, all right, let's tape. Let's not, you know. I thought maybe my body was just a little drained, but I think I have officially. We are sicky. But it's okay. We got things to do. We woke up, we took a shower, we went for a walk to get coffee because the building was out of coffee and then the Starbucks was closed. And so I was running around this morning trying to get a damn fucking coffee. Finally got a coffee. Took a shower, washed my hair, gave it a nice little blow dry, pulled it all together, and now here we are ready to tape the podcast. Whew, okay, so stress brings down your immune system. Well, Jen, if that, I know stress brings down your immune system, and the past week has been very stressful, but it's all good. Listen, it's all relative. Peaks and valleys, all is good. Life is good. All will be okay. But like, if the universe is listening right now, can we just take a little break? You know, let's just let's tone it down just a little bit. You know, like just a teensy bit. Just be like, yo, okay, let's just like have a nice week, a nice rest of that week. Okay, Katie Maloney is flying off to Fiji, you guys, and so people are thinking maybe she's going to be making an appearance on Love Island with Ariana. I'm thinking maybe they do like a girlfriend's theme on the episode. I haven't seen Love Island. I know people are loving it. I wanted to watch it. I've just been, you know, I haven't had a minute to tune in, especially because it's like daily and you have to like watch it every day. But I know a lot of great accounts like Queens of Bravo has been watching it and recapping it and sharing things about it. And so, you know, people are loving Love Island this season. I haven't seen Love Island US probably since the first season. And since then, I just never caught back onto who was the host of the first. I don't think it had a host the first season, did it? It wasn't Sarah Hyland. I feel like Sarah Hyland came on afterwards, but I don't remember who was the. Oh, it was Ariel. Remember? I guess you don't know her. Ariel Vander something. She was dating that guy Matt Kachel. They're both like social media influencers, and so Ariel used to do it, and then they replaced her with Sarah Hyland, and now they replaced Sarah Hyland with Ariana Madix. Ariana. So Katie Maloney is going to Fiji, and so it's interesting that I have every episode recapped on my page. Oh, there you go. Danny Gossip Girl, guys, go, or Danny Gossip Gal, sorry. Danny Gossip Gal. You can go on Danny Gossip Gal's page, and she says that she has recaps of Love Island. So there you go. That's the perfect way to catch up. I only watched with Ariel. Ariel was great, right? She was so fun. She was like cute and sexy, and she like had the whole thing down. It's interesting. Went from like influencer to actress to reality star. But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming Katie's going to do some sort of like girlfriends or BFF day, and she's going to come and like help set everybody straight. And we're going to be like, bad bitches stick together. They're going to do some girl power thing like that, you know? And then they're going to be like, guess what? Everybody gets a Katie Maloney bologna sandwich from Something About Her. So we'll see. Also, I wanted to address this just because people keep sending me this article and people keep asking me if this is true. I guess some random chick on TikTok posted this article that doesn't even appear to be a real article. So I just wanted to shut down these rumors or shut down this low budget tea. Because I'm tired of getting it in my DMs. It's from this woman, Melissa Ordorf, which was weird. It's a screenshot of an article, and I tried to find this article and could not find this article anywhere. But the article basically says heartbreaking rumors are true. Donnie Wahlberg and Jenny McCarthy, or heartbreaking rumors are true. Donnie Wahlberg and Jenny McCarthy confirms. And then it doesn't say what they confirm, but then it says, in a poignant turn of events, Johnny Wahlberg and Jenny McCarthy have confirmed their separation, ending their nearly decade-long marriage. The couple, who wed in 2014, have long seen a paragon of affection and humor, often sharing their lives publicly in ways endeared to them and fans worldwide. So I can tell you right now that is not real. That is so anybody that is a fan of Donnie or a fan of Jenny, that is absolutely um, a false article, a false headline. There was an article that did come out called Donnie Wahlberg Divorced, His Marriage History Revealed, and it was from the Hollywood Gossip. That was the only thing close to that article. But it's not true. This is literally not even a real article. I don't know where this woman got this. I don't know if this woman photoshopped it, but even if you look at her actual Instagram, or not Instagram, it was on TikTok. She posted on the Tickety Talkity. If you look at her feed, let me see, 'cause I was texting with somebody about this yesterday, and I was like, "Isn't this hilarious? LOL, I can't believe people really believe this bullshit." And her account, her username is BoonerBabe76, and her account literally, like, you would think, oh, well, she's reporting on this article about this celebrity separation. She must be like a blogger, a vlogger. I don't know, somebody that like does these news stories regularly, or maybe talks about New Kids on the Block regularly. Nope. You look at her Tickety Talk. It has nothing to do with celebrity news. It has nothing to do with New Kids on the Block. It's literally like it was a random post that she put. Her bio says, happily married to the love of my life, MAGA Trump supporter. And then like all of her posts are either about like Donald Trump or about like playing Candy Crush or something. I'm like, who are you? And what do you anyway, it's low budget. It's not true. It never happened. I totally thought of Zack when I saw it. Yeah, everyone keeps sending it to me and they're like, is this true? Please tell me this isn't true. Please tell me it's not true. I'm like, it's not true. It's literally a lie. Like it's a fake article this cuckoo bird posted. So yeah, there you go. And I've never been a fan of Love Island. It is a commitment. Yeah, you have to like watch so many of it. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to shut that down so everyone can stop DMing me about it, and we can just move on. That said, should we talk about Alexis Bellino? So Alexis Bellino is claiming that she did not break girl code. Didn't Countess Luann have a song about girl code? Anyway, Alexis Bellino, per E! News, was talking about returning to Real Housewives of Orange County, and she said, I contemplated not even going back because I knew what I was throwing myself into. But also, I thought to myself, why am I not going to do something I want to do just because I'm dating somebody else's ex-boyfriend? I didn't know Shannon, so I did not break girl code. I didn't owe anyone anything, and I was doing anything to rub anything, and I wasn't doing anything to rub anything in anyone's face. It was literally timing, and that's why it's reality TV, because you cannot write this script. So here are my thoughts about Alexis Bellino. I like Alexis Bellino. Excited to have her back. Looking forward to watching her on Real Housewives of Orange County this season. That said, something about the timing does feel off to me, right? I was talking to a friend of mine, and I know her publicist, who is not a fan of mine. I know her and I've tried to make nice with him, and we haven't really hit it off. But I know that her publicist has been trying to get her back on the show for a while. And I know that Like the narrative is, oh, Bravo wanted Alexis. Bravo's been trying to get Alexis back for a while now, and that's why you saw her at like, was she at Bravo Connor? She was at something, right? And she was kind of like showing up again. Now, I don't know, like, I kinda like, I know sometimes producers just, like, put feelers out from, like, former cast members and be like, "Oh, would this person like to come back? Would this person like to make a cameo?" Like, there are always kind of feelers going out around, right? But it's never like a, "We're really interested in you, and we wanna bring you back." They always kind of just, like, plant the seeds to see who may be interested and then who may be an organic fit back on the show. I know Heather Dubrow has wanted Alexis back, but Heather Dubrow has also wanted Gretchen back. And to be fair, I believe that in recent interviews, Heather Dubrow has said she's wanted Gretchen back before she's ever said she's wanted Alexis back. Her publicist works hard for the housewives that are his clients. Does he, though? I mean, he works hard to post all them damn Instagram stories about all his clients all the time. It's like, look at and having lunch with this one, and look at this one, and look at this one, and look at that one, and look at this one, and look at that one. That TikTok, you know, that trend. That's what I feel like every time I look at his fucking Instagram story. It's like, look at this one, and look at that one, and look at this one, and look at that one, and look at this one. He got lucky with Alexis fucking John Jansen. Sorry, I don't mean to be a bitch. Anyway, listen, I thought the timing was a little strange. I thought Gretchen Rossi may have been the next best organic fit to return. Um, so Alexis coming back was obviously because she was sleeping with John Jansen. Like I had a friend who was like trying to tell me like, you know, "Oh, no, they've wanted Alexis back, and, like, you know, her publicist has been trying to work on this for a while and blah, blah, blah." I was like, it literally like, the reason they actually brought her back is because she's sleeping with John Jansen, like, that like, you can't convince me otherwise because they put Gretchen Rossi on Ultimate Girls Trip, not Alexis Bellino, and every interview that Heather Dubrow did prior to filming this most recent season, she never said she wanted Alexis back, she said she wanted Gretchen back. She was like, she did an interview with E! News, and they're like, "Would you like to see Vicky back?" And she's like, "You know who I would like to see back? Gretchen." So, no, I don't believe that they were really considering Alexis Bellino and really wanting to bring her back into the mix in a really big way. I just don't believe that. I don't think she made the most sense until she started banging John Jansen, and then she became a real serious contender to return for the new season of Real Housewives of Orange County. But listen, she looks like she's going to be good, and congrats to her. She's making a big splash. If anything, if she wants it, I'm sure they'd be willing to give her an orange back. Like she's here and she's playing her cards right. Anaconda says if you listen to her talk about her podcast, if you listen to her talk about this on Teddy and Tamara's podcast. First, she says it was before, but then she did say she asked John if he thought it was okay. What the? So she lied. Yeah, so that's kind of the narrative but again, I think it's because of I think it's because, like, they put feelers out. They ask all of the housewives all the time, "Would you be willing to come?" They do that with, like, people that they've put into the casting reels before. They're like, "Hey, would you actually consider joining now?" And then if it works, okay, good, they move forward, and if it doesn't work, then they move on. I think Gretchen is probably who they were gunning to bring back until Morocco went to shit, and then the Shannon Beador, John Jansen stuff all just completely fell apart, and it was a perfect mix for the new season. That's what I really think. That's how I really feel. But good for her. And she says she did not break girl code because she doesn't owe anything to Shannon. And listen, I'm actually team Alexis on this one. I don't think Alexis did anything. I mean, to be fair, she does know what she's doing when she's coming back on the show and like essentially flaunting her relationship in front of Shannon. But it's also like she doesn't know Shannon. Like, what does she owe her? Like, yeah, it's hurtful and I don't like it because it's hurtful and embarrassing to Shannon, but she owes Shannon nothing. There's no loyalty that she owes to Shannon. She wasn't friends with Shannon. They never filmed the show together prior. So I'm actually on Alexis's side on this one because I'm like, there's no girl code because there's nothing that she owes her. Same thing with Bethenny and Aurora Culpo, even though that was, you know, embarrassing and hurtful for her to have to see her new relationship play out publicly with her ex Paul. Aurora, I don't think owes anything to Bethenny. Bethenny's the ex-girlfriend that she doesn't know, you know? Laura says, I'm more concerned about John Jansen. What about John Jansen? Storm says, so what's the tea with the rumor about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip being rebranded to Housewives on the Island? Housewives in the Island, baby. Housewives in the Island, baby. What's the tea with this rumor? I mean, listen, they're trying to reshop ideas all the time and they're trying to rework things all the time and figure out, how to keep the longevity of the Housewives brand. So whether they call it Ultimate Girls Trip or Housewives on the Island, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they take the concept beyond just Housewives and they do, something with different kinds of Bravo Lab cast members on vacations together or on trips together. I think that would be fun. Housewives in the Wild. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know. They're always throwing spaghetti at the wall and trying to see what sticks. So until there's something more definitive, I don't think there's anything real concrete. But it does go with the season 1 theme song. Housewives of the Island, baby. Housewives in the Island, baby. Which was way better than the season 2. Remember Ultimate Girls Trip 2 theme song and even Ultimate Girls Trip 3. Ultimate Girls Trip 3 was bad. I was so looking forward to 4. I hope and pray to all the gods in the universe to give us Ultimate Girls Trip 4 at some point in some way, shape, or form. Housewives Survivor Edition. Could you imagine that? Laura, you can see how one would be confused. Look at my name. Yeah. Okay. That's Alexis Bellino. And let's talk about Dorinda, and then let's get into the Lindsay baby fiasco of it all. But first, I did want to shout out my pals at Yum Wolf. You guys know that I feed my dogs Yum Wolf dog food. It's baked, 14 simple ingredients, gluten-free, healthy for your dog because it doesn't have all the junk additives that regular kibble has. So I always like to feed them Yum Wolf Perfect Kibble. I'll like to mix in other whole foods like rice, or sometimes I'll put some meats in there and, top it with some Yum Wolf. Sometimes I'll give them only, Yum Wolf for that dinner, but it's delicious. I know because I tried it and you can see I posted on my Instagram. I actually ate the dog food myself to prove that it's just as good. It's baked, 14 whole foods. So it's just as good for me as it would be for them. It's good whole foods for your doggies, for your pups. You want to keep them healthy and strong. So go give Yum Wolf a try. YUMWOOF. Go to yumwolf.com/Zack, ZACK, and you'll get 30% off your first order. That's yumwolf.com/ZACK. Yumwolf, YUMWOOF. Yumwolf.com. Let's get it. They'll have a healthy coat. They'll feel good. They'll have more energy. My dogs are loving it. And I know your dogs will too. Yumwolf.com/Zack. And also, things that I love. Dry Farm Wines. I love me some Dry Farm Wines. Dry Farm Wines. Wine box curated to your preferences. Delicious, yummy, good, clean wine. No toxic additives, no added sugar. Low carb, keto friendly, paleo friendly, vegan, third party lab tested for purity. So you know that this is wine that you can trust, that is good. It's not going to leave you with a gnarly wine headache. I like to call it my hangover-free wine. And even better, when you try it out for the first time, you get your first bottle for just a penny when you go to dryfarmwines.com/Zack, ZACK. Go to dryfarmwines.com/Zack and you'll get your first bottle for just a penny. It's good, clean wine. Subscription box with high quality premium wines that are sent straight to your door per your preferences. Wine that you can trust. So go to dryfarmwines.com/Zack and get your first bottle for just a penny. Let's get it. Okay. Dorinda. So Luann was on Dorinda's radio show on Radio Andy called Make It Nice. And Luann was talking about running into Bethenny because they went to a party together. They have a mutual friend. They went to a party together. Bethenny posted photos from the party. They also posted photos with Emma Roberts, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Lou and Bethenny, they're friends again." Yada yada yada. And then Bethenny posted a video where she's like, "I guess life really is a cabaret," and she had her daughter Bryn, and Bryn was there, and Luann was there, and Luann's like, "Oh hi, ha 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 ha, Bethenny, oh good to see you, ha 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 ha," all doing good times, right? Bethenny posts these photos. She posts the video. We then see Emma Roberts also posting a photo with the two of them. And everyone's like, oh my God, Emma Roberts is an OG Roni fan. And we're like, yes, we stand, whatever, right? Fast forward. Now Luann is saying that, because I guess Bethenny did another TikTok where she talks about that party and she's like, everyone's there. Everybody's there. And it's so crazy because like there's all these people and all these different people and people that you wouldn't even expect to run together. They're all together and blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, and I see Luann. And my friend's like, you should say hi. Go say hi. It's gonna be funny. Like, go say something to her. And then she's like, so I sent Bryn to be like the bridge to go and say hi to Luann. And then Bryn went to go say hi to Luann. And then, all was good because then they were talking. And she's just like, we had to take a photo because if it's not on the gram, then it didn't happen. And so we had to take a photo of it and we had to post it and yada, yada, yada. And then I guess Luann saw that video and she was talking to Dorinda about it. And she's like, it's so crazy. She's like, because I saw Bethenny and obviously they haven't been the closest recently because Bethenny's trashed the show. And I don't think she's had nice things to say about the women. And she's obviously trashed Bravo and Andy and all these things, right? With her reality reckoning. Well, Luann's over here now saying that she, I guess, looks at Bethenny. She's like, it's kind of like we're this weird, dysfunctional family and we're kind of like cousins, right? You don't see your cousins all the time. Sometimes you have fallings out. Like sometimes, it's whatever, right? We all have those family members that maybe we're not the closest to, but we see them on holidays and, we're all dysfunctional. We're all crazy. Maybe we got into it at last Christmas, but you know what? I'm seeing you at the barbecue. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Let's take a pic together. Let's have a drink. Let's take a shot and let's try to not fight by the end of the night. And so I get that, like in housewives worlds, like you're in this weird, like I've always said, like gladiator state where you're in the arena and, people are cheering you on to fight, but it's also an experience that only the two of you can relate on and whatever. Right. So Luann takes the photos. I think she says she texts Bethenny afterwards. She was being nice. She was being polite. She was being cordial. And Luann's even like, listen, she sent her daughter over here to kind of be the bridge. Like, what am I going to be mean to her daughter? Her daughter's adorable. She's, a lovely young lady. And like, why would I ever like have anything, mean to say to Bryn? And so when Bryn's kind of the bridge here, like, yeah, I'm going to be polite to Bryn and then that's going to get me to talk to Bethenny and we're going to be nice to each other. But she's like, and I text her afterwards and she said, we're just like a, dysfunctional family, but we're still like cousins. And, it was good to see you. Like, send me the photos that we took. Cause I guess Bethenny took them on her phone. And Luann says that Bethenny never responded to her and never sent her the photos, and that Bethenny went and posted the photos herself and posted that video herself without sending it to Luann and without even tagging Luann. And then Luann's like, not only does she not respond to my text message, but then I went on Instagram and I'm still blocked on Instagram. So she's like, so it was all totally fucking fake and she was just doing it for the content. And then Dorinda's kind of laughing about it. And Dorinda's like, yeah, like I guess at this point, Dorinda knows Bethenny. I mean, I feel like Bethenny did the same thing to Dorinda remember when Bethenny had that show on HBO Max? What was it called? The Big Shot with Bethenny Frankel. And she brought Dorinda in. Dorinda had just lost her job at Bravo. And Bethenny invited Dorinda to her 40th birthday party that she had specifically for the show, for the launch of this new rosé that she was launching that never ended up launching because the rosé never came out. Well, seems like she used Dorinda then because she also used Dorinda Dorinda was used in the trailer, seeing Dorinda at Bethenny's party. And Dorinda was the only one from Bravo Housewives world that was even at that party. Because I'm pretty sure there were other people that Bethenny was friendly with that she could have invited, but she didn't. But she knew that inviting Dorinda would not only be an FU to Bravo, but it would also give Dorinda like, some time on camera again. Like she used Dorinda in that moment and she knew what she was doing. And so I think Dorinda's been caught up in that cycle with Bethenny one too many times. But I do think it's like they are this dysfunctional family and they're always going to have this point of relation. They're always going to have like this point of connection and this experience that only they can relate to, but that isn't going to go that far. Don't flatter Bethenny. That was her 50th. Oh, it was her 50th birthday. That's right. I thought I don't know why I said 40th. It was her 50th birthday. Hi, dog mom Laura. Thank you, Russ, for that clarity. So, yeah, they called her out because they said that she was rude and she's clearly being fake and this reunion was fake and she wasn't even genuine. And then you hear her talk about it on TikTok and talk about how, her friend thought it would be funny if she like made up with Luann. And so she's like, okay, Bryn, go say something to Luann. And, Bryn wanted to be facetious and Bryn was like smiling. I was like, oh, am I going to do this? And Bethany's like, yeah, go and do this. And so she went and, and did it. Danny says, Lou is tired of Bethenny using the RHOC ladies for attention when all she does is bash them. Don't let Bethenny. Yeah, I agree. All she's done is trash Bravo and trash Housewives and trash all the other women that are on the show and that are still loyal to the network. She trashes them and then uses them for clout and attention and clicks. And she knew that this would be a moment that people would freak out over. So not only did she post the photos and post the video, but then she did the follow-up video talking about the party on TikTok. And it was just cuckoo crazy. Cuckoo crazy town. But yeah, there's Bethenny. Bethenny did Luann dirty so many times. It's wrong. I know. And the fact that Lou was like, what was I supposed to do though? She's like, if it were just Bethenny, I probably may not have talked to her at all at the party and not even really addressed it. But the fact that she sent Bryn over was her way of trying to, disarm Luann. And so Luann thought that it was genuine because why would Bethenny use her daughter in such a way? But then it's like not only did Bethenny use her daughter, but like it's also in the content. Like she used her daughter for clout on social media. And that's where we at. Okay, let's talk about Lindsay Hubbard and this baby daddy fiasco. Okay. Bethenny's just trying to stay relevant. Yes, she is. So it was revealed. So obviously, Lindsay Hubbard's come out. She's announced her pregnancy. She's talked about her. I don't think he's her fiance. I think he's just the baby daddy, right? Like he outside of like they're not engaged. I don't know if I mean I guess they are together because they've been dating, but I mean this is relatively new. And I'm assuming the pregnancy happened relatively new into the relationship because there was this country singer that she was dating for a hot second after Carl, and then she started dating this investor dude. I think she described him as like a biotech investor, but I just knew he was a UK investor. That's what I had heard about him. Well, apparently he's been found out and they know exactly who he is. He's this guy. His name is Turner. It was all over Reddit. And then or at least his name was. And then there was this account online called Reality by Ashley. And Reality by Ashley wrote a whole article. She found the guy, she found his LinkedIn, she took screenshots of his LinkedIn profile. Apparently, he had an Instagram. And ever since he's been found out and it's been revealed what his identity is by this Reality by Ashley girl, he's now taken down his LinkedIn. And I believe his Instagram was private. I don't know if he's deleted it or not. But so she found him. And she's like, this is the guy that I think is Lindsay's dad or Lindsay's baby's dad. And so Lindsay, I guess, was really upset about that. And I know she's been DMing bloggers and stuff and DMing podcasters and telling them not like getting mad at them for releasing details or information or whatever. And so I guess it was kind of confirmed that this was the guy by the Bravo babe because the Bravo babe called out Reality by Ashley saying like he's a private guy, like you shouldn't be outing him, you shouldn't be talking about him if he doesn't want his life out there publicly. Now I think it is a double-edged sword, and I know listen, I'm like a teeny tiny like my life is on the internet, yes, but like I know that that's been an issue with guys that I've dated in the past. I've had guys that are like don't like what you do for a living, or I don't want my life out there, or they will, consciously not date me because I put so much of my personal life out on the internet. So I kind of understand it to a degree that anybody that signs up for anybody that has a life publicly, whether it's on television, online, or wherever, there is a level of privacy. I mean, look at like Jeff Luke. Well, I mean, I guess Jeff's on television, but like now he's on Sirius XM and he still puts his personal life out there. And he has such a loyal fan base that like they're always talking about his personal life on Reddit and the people that are in his life and all of the chumps and stuff. And there's always like tea and drama going on Reddit in relation to the Trumps. In relation to the chumps. But so anyway, the Bravo Babe called out Reality by Ashley. These are accounts on Twitter, so they're like in their Twitter bloggers. But I think Reality by Ashley has an actual blog. But so the Bravo Babe got upset and essentially called her like a clout chaser for outing this guy's information. When I feel like a lot of times there are a lot of different bloggers that they dig up information and they put it out there. And I feel like that's kind of the double-edged sword when you either decide to make your life public or you decide to date somebody that is public, right? It's just kind of what comes with the territory, unfortunately. The same way if you're a celebrity and it was traditional, like take it back to 2004 and you're dating somebody and you have paparazzi follow you, it is very invasive. And there is an element of privacy that I think people wish that they did have, but unfortunately, like their lives have just become public consumption and the public feels this insatiable need to find out all of these details about their lives. And so, especially Lindsay, who's been very public with a lot of parts of her lives. I understand Lindsay now wanting to be like, but I want to keep this relationship special. I want to keep this guy off the radar because he's not comfortable with it. I can understand her not wanting to put him out there too publicly because the relationship is still relatively new, that she doesn't want to scare him off. And it seems like he's a little scared off. If now he's deleting his social media profiles and like really wants to stay out of the public eye, I get that. I think it's tough when you are dating somebody that is so public, that just came off of a big public separation, like her, the ending of her engagement to Carl and the calling off of the wedding. That was like big news. So people are interested in her life. But so, like I said, the Bravo Babe called her out, and then the Bravo Babe tweeted, "I can respect your opinion, but I talked to Lindsay, who is absolutely taken aback by his LinkedIn, by the fact that his LinkedIn page was found. He then went private, rightfully so." So Bravo Babe's calling out Reality by Ashley for outing his LinkedIn profile because now he's taking it down, which I understand her point. Like he took the profile down because he doesn't want his information out there. He doesn't want to be found. He doesn't want to be public. I mean, his identity is one thing, but I think the more this is the other hard part. The more you keep things a secret, the more people want to know about them. So when you kind of just put the information out there, like same thing happened with Rachel Leviss, same thing happened with Monica Garcia. When Rachel had her secret boyfriend and then people were digging to find out who the secret boyfriend was, that was such a big deal. Monica, same thing when she had her secret baby daddy, that was such a big thing. Like when it's a secret, people want to know and they're going to dig and try to find out. That's why with me, my standard is just always just put it out there. You can't stalk people though. Well, that's the bigger question, right? And that's why we're talking about this, is because it's like there's a lot of different contexts and details. Is it stalking people if they have public social media accounts? And all you have to do is really just type in a name or type in a detail, and you can immediately find things out about people on the internet. Is that technically considered stalking? It's different if you, I mean, and how is that different from the paparazzi? And I think it's a little different when you're like trying to find their home address and trying to find out where they're living and doxing them. That's a little different. But someone outed Lindsay, is that, what are we talking about? Lindsay's baby daddy is what we're talking about. So it depends, like, what is considered stalking? Because like I said, same thing happened with Rachel, same thing happened with Monica. And I think when you keep these things private, people then want to dig, people want to know more, people have questions. And I think that's natural, right? If you're a public figure, people want to know details about your life, especially when you've been so open and public with your life, especially your personal life and your dating life. There is going to be that interest. Russ says, like LVP said, they don't care what you're doing, they care what you're hiding. Yeah, just like Kyle and Morgan. The reason people are so fascinated by it is because they want to know, what are you hiding? So that's why my philosophy is always just try to put it all out there, because then there's no questions and then there's no discovery and there's no needing to dig anything up. If Lindsay's like, this is my boyfriend, his name's Turner, he does this, whatever. That's one thing. And I think there would not have been a deeper need or interest for people to want to dig. And maybe they would have like looked him up and been like, what does he do? Where is he from? Whatever, whatever. But I think the hype would have died down. I think the fact that she's freaking out and trying to control everything and now trying to like DM people and like, is going off on people in the DMs, I think all that's doing is making it bigger and bigger and bigger. Pamela says you can't have any skeletons in the closet if you're on reality TV shows. It all comes out eventually. It all comes out in the wash. Jen says violent intent invasion is when you can't respect someone's privacy. What are we talking about? Violent intent and invasion of privacy? Wha Do we have to hit up Rachel Leviss to find out the definition of invasion of privacy and eavesdropping? So, it really kind of just comes down to, is it invasion? Like, are you really stalking them if they have public social media accounts? I mean, it's different. And listen, the paparazzi and the media is always like, I think it was more unhinged and crazy when they would like go through celebrities' trash cans. Remember that when like celebs would have to like shred all of their trash to make sure that like the press didn't get any intimate details about them. Because then again, once you throw it away and it's on the public street, then they technically are entitled to it because then it's public property and but it's still an invasion of privacy. It's all messy. Lindsay has a type A personality. I don't think she can help it. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Um, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, here we go. Confirmed. Emily Blunt, Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, and Stanley Tucci are all in talks to return to the Devil Wears Prada sequel at Disney. Yay! I want them all back for sure. My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. I'd like to see you wiggle wiggle. Stu just sent me that. I'm on Chef Stu's podcast today. Don't let it stew. Sitting down with Stuart, talking about all the things. So you can catch Don't Let It Stew, which is out right now. New episode of the Pop Report out right now. Me and Andy, we talk about Gypsy Rose's pregnancy, Britney Spears saying she's no longer dating men, BB Rexa, fans keep throwing things at her on stage. I think we talk about Katy Perry's new music, talk about a lot of stuff on the Pop Report. So go check out a new episode of the Pop Report. Oh, Laura already listened to the Pop Report. We had a new episode of Disaster Daters that came out yesterday. So there's a new Disaster Daters. Let me know how you guys are enjoying the new season of Disaster Daters. Chef Stew's actually going to be on Disaster Daters. There's an update. It's going to be an interesting episode. It might get a little awkward. I'm just going to say that in studio. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting. We tape it on Thursday tomorrow. We go into Spotify and tape the episode with Stu. So Brit is going to date broads. I don't know who Brit's going to date, but she says she's single AF and she's because remember Brittany was dating like her janitor or whatever when she left Sam. So Pamela said, I'm going to watch Disaster Daters later. Ha 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 ha. Oh my God, this is so exciting. What's so exciting? Was listening to it before I almost spit my drink out with the comment you made. What did I say? You know what's so funny is when I listen or I watch back the episodes, because obviously we have our editor that sends us the cuts before they go live. And I was even texting him this morning. I was texting him this morning and I was like, how do you take us seriously? Like the things that come out of our mouths. Like, and Jeff and I don't really plan anything. Like we're just so organically. Oh, love Disaster Daters, although Bruno was a tad awkward. He was a tad awkward at the start, but I feel like as the episode went on, he got a little more comfortable and a little more loosey-goosey with us. So, yeah. Yeah, but stay tuned. Stu's gonna be on this is gonna be like we tape 2 episodes tomorrow, and this week's taping, I feel like is gonna be wild. You're gonna get so many detail like, there's a lot that's gonna come out in these episodes that I'm very curious how you guys are gonna react to it, but it's gonna be good. It might stir up a little bit of drama, um, with maybe another Jeff. Who knows? We haven't taped it yet, so you never know what's gonna come out in the wash. So yeah. A throuple with Stu and Jeff. Yep. It's just gonna be one big sandwich. Apparently, her boyfriend has given information back to her dad and legal team. Whose boyfriend? Interesting. Everyone's saying Bruno was a little awkward, but he was good. He seemed too innocent. He's not that innocent. I'm not that innocent. Can I get the episodes early? No, you cannot get. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? That was it. I want a throuple with Stu and Jeff. Oh, you want to oh, you just want to cut me out of the picture. Well, lovely. Thank you for that. How lovely. Cannot wait. Poor Brittany. I hope someone in the universe helps her. I hope so too. I still want to hear about the little person. I've said everything that there is to say about the little person. I gave you everything about the little person. Is the top of your hair highlighted? No. Why would the top of my hair be highlighted? Does the top of my hair look highlighted? The top of my hair is absolutely not highlighted. Pamela, what questions do you have left about the little person? I feel like I've put it all on the table at this point. It's all out there. We addressed it in the Schwartz episode. I like clarify everything about the little person situation. But if you have questions, now is your chance to lay it all out there. My God, I'm so fucking congested today. Little people need love too. Yeah, I agree. I feel like I need a round two, to like fully commit. I must have missed it. I didn't see that. It's in the Schwartz episode. I give more details about the little person because there was so much like interest in that story, and I was like, okay, great. This is my claim to fame now. You got the short answer about the little person. Yeah. I need another trip to LA ASAP. Oh man. I'm thinking maybe we do like a live taping of Disaster Daters or like a live like singles event with Disaster Daters. I feel like that would be kind of fun, no? We'll see. But yeah. All right. New episode of Disaster Daters is out now. Like I said, stay tuned because Stu's going to be on the podcast. Like I said, this week's content for Disaster Daters, you won't get it for like a couple weeks, but it's a lot. I'm very curious how this is all going to play out once the three of us are in studio together. Oh my God, I've always watched on my phone, put it on the TV today, still watching on my phone while also on my phone. I'm dead. You're dead. What are you watching on your TV? No Filter? Disaster. When you watch it on your TV, at least like take a little Instagram story and tag me. That way I can repost it. I'm worldwide. Are you feeling better? Yes, I'm starting to feel a little better. Have you used a neti pot? I have not used a neti pot yet. I was hoping that it would go away by now, but it like just it today I think is like the heavy day where it's really gonna hit. Zach, meet me in Arizona to see Jolene. Jolene's in Arizona. Does she move? Jolene moved to Arizona? Or what is she doing in Arizona? Oh, she's doing a comedy show in Arizona? Let's go to Charleston. You know where I want to go? Leva's new bar. Let's go there. And do you want to book a table? And I'll go with you. Pamela B says, my mentor is in LA, the lovely Miss Pamela Des Bars. Ooh, a comedy show on August 8th. That would be kind of fun. Yeah, guys, when you watch the show, definitely take a picture and tag me in it. You know what I wanted to I wonder if maybe I was hosting at Schwartz and Sandy's. Maybe I'll hit up other spots, other like yeah, other Bravo spots. Leva's bar would be a great place. Let me see if they would let me host something at Leva's bar. I can bring in a good audience. Could you imagine? Are you going to get on staff at Leva's bar? I'm not that thirsty to be on a reality show. Take a few days off and air some of the lives that you've already previously shared with members. You need a break to take care of. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's a good idea, Russ. I just like I can't not work, right? Like I'm a sole income household, you know. I got to keep the lights on. I have 3 podcasts and people to pay. We got to keep the lights on. So I'm not somebody that takes time off, you know. Please go to Charleston and get some tea on the Southern Charm cast. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't get a job there because I don't need to work that hard to get on a reality show. I don't need 3 minutes on Bravo that badly. I've already had plenty of airtime on Bravo. You need a curated by Zack week. What is a curated by Zack week? Oh my God, this congestion in my face is driving me crazy. I haven't even been able to work out for the last 2 days because it's been driving me crazy. But now I have to get ready to go to the dentist. I'm at the end of my Invisalign journey, guys. Well, we'll see. I think we may have a little more Invisalign to go. But we're going to find out today when I go see Dr. Gabe. Dr. Gabe. Zach, let one of your friends take over No Filter for a week. Oh my God. I would love that. I would love that. Imagine if I let Jeff take over No Filter for the week. That would be crazy. I don't know if I could do that, though. That would make me so sad. That would be kind of fun. Well, I don't know. That would be kind of fun, though. Maybe like we have the Brock Bros guest host on Monday, and then we have Donna host on Tuesday. We'll have Chef Stu host on a Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. Do a gua sha massage for drainage. I feel like I need to. I feel like I'm like all just like I just need it all drained. You know. Okay. Well, there you go. There you have it, everybody. Check out Don't Let It Stew with me and Chef Stu. Check out a new episode of Disaster Daters with Bruno Alcantara. He was a lot of fun. We get very naughty. So check out Disaster Daters. And there's a new episode of the Pop Report that's out right now. So there you go. You have No Filter. You have Don't Let It Stew. You have Disaster Daters. And you have the Pop Report all out today that you can go and tune into. So get it. 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 Hey, make it rain. It would be like a substitute teacher for the week. That's kind of fun. I don't know. I don't know if I can relinquish, like, this is my baby. This is my home. This is my everything. Like, I'm gonna let somebody else cast shows. I know Chelsea lately used to do that a lot. That would be kind of fun. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Thank you guys. Give me, if you want to show some love to the Pop Report, you can subscribe on YouTube. We're trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. So if you want to go and support the Pop Report, you can go subscribe on YouTube right now. You can follow us at the Pop Report podcast. Follow me at Just Find Zach. Follow No Filter at No Filter with Zach. And yeah, check out all the podcasts. Leave all the reviews. Listen, subscribe, do all the things. Hit the like buttons, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right. Love you. Mean it. Ciao for now. Bye. 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 Let's get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it.